I don't think I can go on living like I was. Not now. She was the most beautiful creature I ever laid eyes on.
Hello and welcome to the Final Podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Booze, brews, and horror movie reviews. The last your final bros have survived.
Yes, we are here with Brian, the hottest boy I've ever seen, LaGrasta.
The witching hour is nigh, and we are joined by Shane Louch, or as I like to say, Lauk Smith.
Mike's a witch, burn him.
Don't I know how to pick them?
Oh my God, Shane the Cannibal Gypsy is here.
You said Shane the Cannibal Gypsy?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
I'm highly offended.
Mike is in his caravan as the Cannibal Gypsy, and we're joined by the Matt.
Audrey Earnshaw.
Audrey Earnshaw. Audrey Earnshaw.
Okay, enough of that.
Okay, well, to be fair, Shane the Cannibal Gypsy is in the building. Mike Layouch Jarentana is in the building.
Why are you switching things up?
Because it's the witching hour.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're doing now.
I'm witched up. We're talking Curse of Audrey Earnshaw.
Let's get fucking witched.
A movie you all have heard of before. It's a movie that really depicts a time where witchery was not in existence because it's literally the 1970s.
So this movie's
confused.
So goddamn weird.
It's the story of the Curse of Audrey Earnshaw, which we'll get into when we discuss the scene by scene. But basically, the story is late 1800s. These group of Irish religious people go and they settle in North America, right? I don't think they tell you where.
No.
They just settle in
Virginia.
Is Virginia?
I'm pretty sure they mentioned Virginia.
But it takes place in the 1970s.
Yes.
You could assume it's Virginia.
Yeah, we could assume it's Virginia based on how Virginia it looks. And in the 1950s, there's this huge event that happens. I call it the eclipse.
Yeah.
But the film takes place when Audrey is grown up at the age of 17.
Yes, because her mom is Agatha. And so this movie is definitely not a mystery movie because they make it abundantly clear the townspeople are right and she is indeed a witch.
Yeah, this
like
is
no joke. 20 minutes into the movie, they show her fucking witchery.
This is like the anti-Hollywood witch movie, and I say that because maybe it's not Hollywood, number one, but number two, I get the vibe because every Hollywood movie about witches is like, okay, well now we need to feel bad for the witches. This is like the witches are horrible.
Yes,
did you get that vibe?
I was saying that to Mike the whole fucking movie. I'm like. You're not supposed to feel for the witches, right? Because they're evil. They're terrible people. And I felt terrible for the townspeople. Like when Colm O'Driscoll was fucking slapping her, I'm like, yo, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Colm is like the most Colm, whatever you say. Colm or Colm.
His name is Colm.
But they call him Colm.
And if you've played Red Dead 2, there's a guy named Colm O'Driscoll in that movie, spelled exactly like that.
But if you've ever been to Ireland, you know Colm. Well, just Irish names in general, you don't know like how to pronounce them.
No one does.
Yeah.
Shane's a big fan of Irish broads. Did you know that?
Shane loves them Irish.
Love that. He loves that.
He's been to Ireland. He's seen all the leprechauns.
I have.
He saw the sheep out there.
There 3 sheep to every one person.
He did the classic Irish ritual of crapping on the shamrock. He knows all about it.
I did the river dance. I did the Riverdale. I've done it all.
But yeah, typically because of the Salem witch trials and the history of it, watching witch movies, it always paints witches typically in a light of like you're persecuted for practicing your religion unfairly. This movie's like you are killing people and you're evil.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe I'm getting 100%. From Audrey Earnshaw.
The thing is, this movie is also very confusing because like I don't understand the point of it.
There's really no point of it.
Okay, the idea is Agatha Earnshaw is in a coven of witches, and they birth Audrey through the power of Satan.
Yes, that's what I got to. They do a ritual to birth her. Through an event they call the eclipse in 1956. 1956.
Right, but like, what does Audrey actually do other than torment? So is her whole purpose now in life to torment people?
Yeah, I just think that this is the prequel to that movie with Emile Hirsch and Brian Cox in the mortuary.
Oh my God, the Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, this is the prequel to Jane Doe.
Oh my, dude, yes. She kind of looks like that corpse.
Well, because the way their eyes work too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the prequel to that movie. But in any case,
oh my God, that's actually like that's a good connection. Like, obviously, it's not the true connection, but like,
I think it is.
But like, if it's not, we could rewrite it into it being that connection.
You might as well just hit it right now.
Yeah, because
okay, this is way too early for this segment. But what I would say is this is clearly the prequel to.
Yes, because Audrey, after doing all this and escaping the town, she's gonna go on a hunt through the Northeast to witch people up.
And you know she's gonna just be eating up Jimson weed.
Yes, so that's the thing. Eventually she gets to a house and they're like, oh, this witch with her salamander eyes, we gotta deal with her. So they're gonna shove the gypsum down her throat. She's gonna get buried in cellars from house to house across the Northeast until eventually she ends up in there.
100%. All they gotta do is, well, do they confirm it's New England or do they speculate in that movie?
I'm pretty sure at one point they mentioned they're in Virginia. Maybe I made that up.
In this movie, you're right. I saw in the main text.
I thought they speculate that it's in New England.
In the Jane Doe movie.
Yes, it's speculated it's New England.
So they just gotta change this from Virginia to New England, and then this is an official prequel.
Exactly. And that is how you make this movie better, or at least make any goddamn semblance of sense.
Okay, good.
I have my own rewrite that I might bring up later.
No, you're done. We only do one per episode.
And don't worry, she turns out to also be an influencer.
She may or may not rack up her frequent flyer miles.
She's going to Greece. She's tormenting Greece.
Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Earnshaw in Mykonos. Book it.
Picture her pale ass skin in that blue water.
Oh, that's a good contrast.
That would mean that this group goes from Ireland to the U.S. and then back to
Greece.
Europe.
Yep.
Crazy. But yes, so this movie also does this thing where they're in modern times relatively because they're in the 1950s, 1970s are the time periods. And it's got the Village vibe, like you mentioned, where they're clearly going on with the fact that this is basically a small community that looks like it's in the 1600s. The way they dress, they don't have modern medicine. They're dealing with disease and they have no cars and they're getting around with wagons and stagecoaches. It's very secluded area and village, but also the timing is very confusing because it just doesn't have to be this way. I know that they mentioned in the precursor text that they rejected the religion based in Ireland to come here and practice whatever they practice here. It is a religious community as well, but like they're getting ravaged by pestilence.
They easily could just take a trip on the train to Richmond and all their problems are solved. One trip to a fucking Publix.
Yeah, Publix, yeah.
And like everything is solved.
My biggest thing is just like they're in modern, like why couldn't they just either change up the time period of this movie, like move it back a couple hundred years? It would have made more sense.
It's my biggest gripe with this movie.
It's frustrating that a family let their child die because they're too proud to go to the fucking ShopRite.
But it's not even not even like fucking reference in this movie. They act like the outside world doesn't exist. Like the big twist of the Village is that they're surrounded by modern civilization.
Yes.
This movie doesn't even reference that even exists. It's just like you're in the 1900s and this is what you get.
So, bro, you're 100% right. If this was like 1773,
100%.
So much more sense.
Yeah.
1973, things were available. Pharmacies, grocery stores.
We were in Vietnam.
Like honestly, like she's not even the biggest, baddest witch right now in 1970s. Maybe 73. You have computers. That's the biggest witch.
Yeah, or like Cher.
Oh my God. Actually,
fucked up.
There's an 80s movie where Cher plays a witch.
See?
You want to look that up, Matt? Cher is a witch.
Look that shit up.
80s, Jack Nicholson stars.
And while Matt looks that up, we'll jump right into the spooky pit.
Hit the button, hit it quick.
Drink this water.
Curse of Audrey Earnshaw was released in 2020, COVID. Devout Irish villagers in a North American settlement are ravaged by disease while a woman and her daughter are thriving amidst accusations of witchcraft. This film was directed by Thomas Robert Lee, not to be mistaken for Robert E. Lee, the leader of the Confederate Army, and it stars Catherine Walker, Jared Abramson, Hannah Emily Anderson, Geraldine O'Rourke, Jessica Reynolds. I believe this is her debut movie.
It is.
Don McKellar and Sean McGinley. I believe Sean McGinley is in a lot of things.
Did they cast this girl because they want someone to look as close to Anya Taylor-Joy as humanly possible?
You are. It's actually a fucking really good point. They also needed to get someone that somewhat resembled the girl from Jane Doe.
Yeah, like literally though, like even the way her acting,
it's a good
the way
point.
she tilts her head and talks, I'm like, this is just Anya Taylor-Joy and the witch. Like,
it's fair.
And the acting's not bad. It was just like what I noticed. Because I will say, if there's one thing this movie has going for it is the people, like the actors, are all, they do a good job. There was no one really besides, actually no, there was no one where I was like, man, this sucks.
Acting was really good. I thought you were going to say if it wasn't for all like the hot bitches in the film.
Like all these hot witch bitches.
I mean, there's nothing better than a hot witch bitch.
Doesn't the mom look like her name would be like Gertrude or something?
I mean, her name is literally Agatha. Like, she literally is the third leader of the Elite Four.
Oh my God.
Who also only uses ghost Pokemon. So, ghost Pokemon, witches.
So I'm going to do like a little prequel to my review and essentially say the same thing in about 45 minutes. This movie is so bizarre because it fucking looks really good.
Yes.
And it's shot well and it's acted well. And like stuff is happening and happens, but at the same time, nothing in this fucking movie happens.
Yeah.
Bigger picture, nothing really happens. In small, in household to household, sure, people die, things happen.
Yeah.
But overall picture, nothing really
Literally
happens.
nothing happens.
Yeah, that's the issue with the movie. Like, it's confused because it's filmed way too well and acted way too well to be this dumb.
But the gripe,
slow and boring.
the gripe that a lot of the people have watching this, from what I read in the user reviews of IMDb, is kind of the same thing. It's like the ending is too open and too much of a nothing burger.
Well, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like senseless in the fact that there's no impact felt, and I agree.
Yeah. Well, because you don't understand. All right, so like we said, the whole idea of the witch coven was they birthed Audrey as like the Antichrist or whatever. But like, what's her purpose? What's her end goal? Why does she torment these people? Also, like the whole point, it leads up to the one girl, Bridget, giving birth at the end of the movie. But like, it was like a Rosemary's Baby ending without the storyline of Rosemary's Baby, right?
100%.
Like the whole point of Rosemary's Baby is she's giving birth at the end to the Antichrist or whatever. But this one, like, why was the birth? Was the birth another Antichrist, or was it just a deformed baby? Like, I don't understand what the...
Yeah, and we will get into detail.
Yeah, we will, yeah.
To your point, yeah, I mean, like, what are we supposed to think? Yeah, sure, it's another one. It's like maybe another eclipse event that now you just birthed the second witch. But what's the point? But like, honestly, was it a witch? Because they made it like it was so hideous. And where does that fucking come from?
I don't, like, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I get, like... I actually don't get it.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I
actually don't understand the logic. And yeah, okay, it's a witch. You have to put some logic out the window. But like,
I get it.
Even witch logic, like,
makes sense. I get the whole thing.
Do you?
Yeah, 100%. So, Jersey Devil, lady gives birth to the Jersey Devil.
Okay.
She gives birth to the Virginia Devil.
Duh.
Yeah, like they wanted to give birth to the Virginia Devil because they saw that Jersey's got one. It's pretty cool, Pine Barrens, and we need to have one too up in Richmond. So we're gonna do that.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. All right, you know what? This we don't even have to talk about this movie anymore. I'll go right into my review. 10 out of 10. The Virginia Devil is.
You
lit.
love this one. You love Ireland.
I love Irish bitches.
He's finally embracing it.
Obviously, fucking Agatha Earnshaw, Audrey Earnshaw,
Gertrude.
Bridget Earnshaw. Yeah, so... Okay, so basically now this movie, like kind of the first thing you get that these people are bad is this man comes up to them and he's like, hey, for 15 years, your farm is the only one that's ever had food, and we're all slowly dying a slow and painful death because we refuse to go to the Publix that's across the street. So can I just borrow like maybe like a bread so I don't have to kill my family in the third act of the movie? And she's like, no, like this movie needs more death, so you're going to have to poison your family with horse meat in the third act, so I can't give you bread.
I would really hate to kill my livestock in the third act and poison my entire family and them eating it knowing that they're being poisoned.
Right.
That would be a shitty experience, so please just let me butter my bread.
Yeah.
Did you guys like this little pie-wacket witch concoction?
Yeah.
That's how I pick my movies, concoctions.
You like the rituals.
I do. I love it.
I guess this is a good time to also mention me and Brian had a sidebar earlier, and you're done picking movies.
But like I really like
when we
witches.
When we do like when we now do like the everyone gets to pick one, it's me, Matt, Brian, and Caitlin.
Are you telling me Caitlin? So she's taking over.
Yeah, she's picking for you.
You're telling me fucking two shits over here is taking over me?
But listen, like it's still my wife's fault, regardless.
Yeah.
It's always her fault. This movie is Caitlin's fault, and I hope she hears that I'm saying this.
Well, if it makes you feel better, this movie started out
blood is so
decently
black.
well.
Yes.
I didn't hate it.
Dude, like I said, there's nothing overtly wrong with this movie.
No.
It's just like it kind of sucks.
Yeah, 100%.
Except it's awesome,
yeah,
because I
sure.
picked it in witches.
And like you're right, so they're doing the witch ritual, right? They stab Audrey and they're drinking her blood, and essentially she is this like eclipse event where her mother 17 years ago in the old year of 1956 was a virgin and had a virgin birth of Audrey. She really is the Antichrist in a way, and they have to keep doing these rituals to remain prosperous in a land where there is zero harvest. The ground is not fertile. They're dying of the pestilence. This is 1956. Nobody's got their MMR shots. Get a grip, RFK.
and it goes to 1973 where like I don't know, man. It's just it's the logic. It's actually to sum it up, it's just whoever wrote this movie fucked it up.
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to.
It's just very strange. Like the time period that doesn't correlate, doesn't make sense with the larger picture.
You know, it's actually shot really well too. The editing's fantastic in this movie.
For a movie that I've literally, I'm assuming has a lower budget. And it is acted very well.
I've actually this movie is an anomaly because it just shouldn't be as good as it is for as bad as the script is.
Yes. Yeah.
Where do you think so they're like crops and livestock, everything's failing them because they're in Virginia. Where do you think the best place to go to thrive in like a sort of commune like this would be?
New Jersey.
Nebraska. Well, we both had end states, so that's cool, but
Nebraska just because of the Cornhuskers?
Yeah.
I was going to New Jersey because corn, not bad. The Garden State.
Also good.
Yeah. The Garden State.
That's good. Matt. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Where would you go to thrive in a commune? Like you...
Oh, he doesn't even have to answer this. I'll answer it for him. He would go to Waco, Texas.
You go to Waco?
Something tells me Matt's going to go off the block, a little off the reservation, more into the concrete jungles of Harlem, New York.
All right, so Matt, let's see where you're feeling.
Matt would really thrive in Harlem,
Yeah,
if you know what I'm saying.
I know what it is.
You know what I mean when I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Whoa, Shane, you dog. You dirty dog.
That's Matt. Matt in Harlem, he's just...
Which is... ironically, the name of my 34th book.
Matt in Harlem.
Matt in Harlem.
Matt in Harlem.
That's crazy.
So where are you going, Matt? Where are you thriving? Where's your commune?
Matt, were you growing corn, potatoes, taking care of black witches?
Probably. I was gonna say Texas, to be honest.
Texas?
In all honesty,
It's too hot.
it's very hot.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
New
humid.
Jersey's also too cold. The season.
Nah, not anymore. Global warming took care of that.
Yeah, Texas might be too hot though.
It's not so much climate change as it is climate shift.
Yes.
We've shifted the heat. Mm-hmm. It's cold until about June now.
And then it's warm until about November.
It's just a humongous climate shift.
Like, dude, I think I woke up on Thanksgiving last year. I think it was like fucking 82. And I was like, dude, that turkey's basting.
When Mac goes to Harlem, he based multiple turkeys.
Oh, dude, no.
Are you talking turkeys or jive turkeys?
Dude, no, that was so racist.
Wait, why is that racist?
Well, because everybody knows, literally everyone, Matt loves black women.
Yeah, he's basting the turkeys.
You just called black women turkeys.
No, it was in the context of Thanksgiving. I would have said if he went to Ohio, he was basting turkeys.
But you said Harlem.
Yeah, you did not say Ohio.
Yeah.
No, well, I said Harlem specifically because we know that's where Matt wants to go to baste his turkeys.
Oh, we do know that.
Like, come on. Look at the guy. You know, he goes to Harlem every weekend.
Yeah, he's Matty Two Shits.
Oh my god! So here's another thing I'm a little confused about with this movie as well. Is Audrey Earnshaw is 17 years old in the timeline? It's 1973 Virginia, but like she doesn't understand that she's got this witchery power, right? She like wakes up in a field after they perform the ritual to keep them prosperous in this land, without like any knowledge of like what has occurred when they basically just sucked her blood.
Yeah, that's the strange thing about this movie.
If you were a demon, you'd know what you're sent out to do.
Yes. And, like, this definitely isn't the first time that she's brought her to the coven for the blood suck. Because, like, she has a box already. Like, she has the blood suck box that she puts her in. And, like, yeah, the movie makes no fucking sense.
It's, like, confusing. It's not, like, it's not cohesive.
Hold the phone. So, like, she's hiding Audrey. But you guys seem to think the town knows about her?
But they believe she has a daughter.
So there was a rumor they mentioned earlier. There's a rumor that someone has spotted it earlier. Now it's going to be clearly proven when Bernard sees it.
Also, like I pointed out this when we were watching. These two here, I know they're witches. Do they not have any clue what's happening around them? They don't fucking hear this man with a horse coming up to them and be like, "Oh shit, let's get Audrey back in the fucking container."
Yeah, now the whole thing's fucked up. So while they're transporting, one thing we should really mention is that there's a funeral going on for Colm's son who just passed away, and like he slaps Agatha, like, "You fucking did this, you fucking witch," and he's in the right. Like I'm rooting for the woman beater because like technically he's being a witch, so it doesn't count. So like I'm on his side,
and I'm sure there's no law and order, so slapping is definitely not like illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but actually, by slapping her, he's not doing really anything wrong.
Yeah, because they're not in the actual real 1970s; they're in the fake 1970s.
They're in the alternate 1973, where you can actually slap someone with zero penalty.
Yes. So anyway,
Bri, if I was you, real quick, if I was you editing this episode, after Shane says the phrase, "I'm with the woman beater," I would just edit out his next like few sentences and just leave that part in.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the next soundbite on this one.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Can we not? Can we talk about Bernadette, who discovers Audrey?
Bernard.
Not
Bernard.
Bernard.
You'd think it would be Bernard, but not in 1973 Virginia.
So he like becomes instantly infatuated with a 17-year-old where he actually starts vigorously masturbating at night to her. Because that is actually, not even joking, a plot line of this movie.
Yes, he says it's the most beautiful creature. He describes her as a creature that he's seen.
Like he's getting all this free like harvest. He doesn't care. He like 17-year-olds now.
100%. And he doesn't. She's willing to give. Agatha being like, "I'll give you everything in my gypsy caravan. Just don't say another word about Audrey."
But he is instantly going to go and rat that out to the priest there because he's like, "I actually can't stop touching myself to the thought of her." Next up is Audrey's going to take a little night stroll to the old Driscoll house, old Bridget and Colm. And she's going to like, because Colm finds her right on the side of the road and he brings her home.
Yes,
Because she's wandering.
Isn't that what this scene
Correct.
is right here?
She's literally
I
more,
don't look at the
more
screen
than
that
wandering.
often.
She's
I
like
always look.
unconscious on the ground.
Yeah. So he's going to bring her to the house. He's going to be like, are you okay? Let me help you. He wants to tell his wife that there's a strange child in his home, but she's too busy being asleep and depressed, which is fair. She just lost her son.
100%. And this is the strategy. And now we get our first chapter incantation at the 22-minute mark, which is fine. But what I would say is that she is trying to trap him.
Yes.
Because she didn't like the way being in, like Mike G explained, the container, watching Holmes slap her mother in cold blood.
Yes. So she's going to curse this family by burying the child block in the dirt. This causes Bridget to eat dirt, like massive, like eat just mounds of dirt. She thinks it's a fever dream, but she wakes up covered in dirt. And this is just the decaying of Bridget through the rest of the movie, where like she literally just starts to rot.
She just does some gnarly stuff to herself at some point.
Oh, you mean knife abortion?
She sticks a
Razor blade.
a single bladed razor blade in her vagina.
Yeah, and then the doctor stitches it together.
Yeah.
But the baby survives.
She mutilates herself.
Yeah. And I mean, her
kinda
face
nuts.
starts to like decay. She gets like, I don't know, sores all over her body. And like, it's crazy that to get back at the husband for slapping her mom, she just fucking torments this innocent girl. But that's a witch for you.
Yeah.
Women are going to take it out on women. Am I right?
You're right. They'll destroy everything around you until you're just a one suffering sag of man meat.
Is he right?
Oh, God. No comment. It was Caitlin's fault, though.
It always is.
Yeah, she broke the mug. Has she used the replacement mug since you got it back?
Nope. And she won't.
Real shame, isn't it?
Always is.
She
Always
also
is.
can't unstain Brian's favorite shirt that she stained.
That's
It
true.
wasn't Brian's fault at all.
No,
Never
it
is.
definitely wasn't. No. Well, it can never be. Let me get comfortable. This movie's going to take a turn. And by a turn, I mean it's just going to get stupider.
I think the next thing that you are going to see is the guy that you saw in the beginning, I think his name is Lachlan.
Yeah.
He eventually, you see him like looking at his livestock. Theoretically, he's going to kill his livestock, right? Fuck. And he's going to...
You're a goddamn mess today. Yes, but yes, he's going to kill his livestock.
He's going to have a very tense scene at the table with his family, his daughter and his wife. And they're like, where'd all this food come from? We're used to eating dust bunnies. But where's all this food? And he's like, listen, bountiful harvest. But he's looking at her and she understands that I think she's just he's going to poison them and kill them so they don't have to suffer and starve anymore.
Yes.
And that happens because Bernard's going to walk into that house and notice his wife and daughter dead. And I kind of don't know why Lachlan decided to do this to his family and not to himself. It seemed very cruel. It seemed more like murder than anything else.
Yeah, it was definitely because normally, like in that, you would eat it with them and you would all die together. Instead, he goes to the Earnshaw ranch and he's like, yeah, you killed my family.
Yeah.
Even though clearly I will say he killed his family.
100%. Like, that was wild to me.
So that scene was crazy, though.
Yeah,
It's
because
probably one of the better scenes in this movie.
yeah, well, you know, he refused.
One, it was fucking disgusting.
Mhm.
And two, like the fucking death stare he gives his wife to
And
like
she keeps
to
eating
keep
it.
eating this shit, and she puts on that fake smile while she's eating. Good scene.
It is. What's not good is that he did this in the first place instead of going down the road to the Publix to just buy some frozen chicken. It's because this movie takes place in 1973.
It really
Why
is.
would you make this movie take place in 1973? It actually makes the entire movie stupider.
Yeah, it's very...
Because at least in the village, they were lying to the people.
Yes, it was more of a control element
Yes.
that made it better. Without that element, and just that it's 1973's Virginia, and there's an antichrist witch walking around that's taking people's belongings and cursing everybody else but the person that they should be cursing.
Yeah.
It's a little off-putting.
Yes.
It's a little confusing, if you ask me.
Yes. So Lachlan's going to go to the ranch and he's going to attack the mom. And this is when Audrey stabs and kills Lachlan. They stab him right in the back.
Yep.
And then they hide his body. And then...
Stashed in like a woodshed,
yes.
right?
And then like... After that, there's the sermon, right? The priest is giving a sermon. And Bernard... What's his Bernard.
You think it'd be Bernard, but it's really not.
He's just gonna fucking shoot himself in the middle of mass.
Well, he's got to break it up. He's basically saying that the priest, things are not good right now. You guys keep praying for more things. We're not getting these things. Things are bad. I know that they're bad. I've seen the most beautiful creature ever. I jerked off to her 175 times. Although I have a wife and child in the next room.
Actually, and the wife and child are sitting next to him at church right now. So
he does shoot himself in the neck or like the throat area.
And he goes through the back of his head.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the priest knows, based on conversations with him, siloed conversation by themselves, that he saw the Audrey, the daughter of Agatha, the daughter. So he thinks that like maybe this has something to do with it.
Yes. So the priest is going to go to the Earnshaw residence to investigate. And he doesn't even see Agatha. He just instantly talks to Audrey. And then this is when the movie gets even weirder and less like, because Agatha's Audrey's like, let me show you. But I didn't understand. They want a naked temple.
Yeah. It's also weird because now Audrey has gone full
witch,
murderer
or demon or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like she's walking around. She kills Lachlan, right?
Yeah,
in the full
which we mentioned.
Woodshed, like absolutely kills him. She's just now showing up at people's houses, like, and I think it's like this weird thing where the mother is trying to like shield her from this and try to protect her from going full witch,
but she does
to ruin their experience. But this is almost Agatha's fault because like you should have known. This is what you get into when you deal with the witchery.
Yeah, whenever you make a deal with the devil's always just gonna end up killing the entire town because they refuse to go to Publix.
It's the season of the witch.
Yeah,
you're fixated on Was that a big grocery chain?
It's just
70s?
the grocery chain down by Virginia.
Oh, okay.
It is. Have you ever been to Buc-ee's in Texas?
Mm-hmm. I've never been to Buc-ee's in Texas.
People be hyping up Buc-ee's now.
But I've been to Buc-ee's in North Carolina.
Oh, have you?
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, people say it's like the best grocery store in the country.
It is. There's 100 gas pumps. There's fucking fresh baked goods. There's fresh barbecue. Buc-ee's lives up to the hype. Go to Buc-ee's. But besides that, like, yeah. So the priest. I actually want to focus on this because she has him have a vision. But the vision is he's in like a church of just like, I don't want to body shame people, but they made sure they took very fat or just like older, naked bodies.
It reminded me of honestly of like Midsummer.
Yes,
the naked cult.
And it's just like there's just naked people everywhere, and like that's the world they want. I didn't understand what the point was. Like, what was the? Is it just supposed to be that's what hell looks like? Is old naked people?
Yeah, I mean, that would be my personal hell, but other people maybe not.
So, yeah, I don't know. So then, like, the priest goes to Bernard's ex-wife now, who is actually his daughter.
There is a weird relationship with everybody in this movie. I don't know how the priest is related to Bernard. They said that they're related.
I thought it was his father-in-law because his daughter was the one married to him, right?
So that would mean his daughter's Deirdre, which it's not his daughter.
It's not.
No, his son is Colum, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Who's married to
Bridget. I thought his daughter was Deirdre.
There is a reference that, like, Bernard is his son-in-law, but that would make no sense because Deirdre doesn't refer to him as, like, father or anything. He walks right in there and refers to him as something else entirely.
Interesting, because I thought Deirdre was the daughter of the priest.
You would think, but like if you look at the scene where she actually like visits the priest, she doesn't call him dad or father.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. Maybe you're right, but like it wasn't very clearly defined.
It doesn't matter because her character is so dumb. Because so they're gonna have like this scene, right, where it's the end of the movie. They're all in the house together. It's the priest, it's Colm, it's Deirdre. The wife is upstairs dying. She does die. And Deirdre, like, she, like, sees the priest turn into Bernard.
Yes, he's actually fully burnt. And like, you think that she's seeing the priest as Bernard, and when Colum walks in, Colum seeing the priest
as the priest, and she has the gun pointed to him, and she's gonna shoot and kill him, and then like without hesitation goes to kill herself, but there's no bullets left.
Correct.
And like there's just Bridget has died already at this point, and like there's just it's like actually madness, and everything happens so fast because then just Agatha and Audrey and the whole coven show up, and then like Audrey instantly sacrifices her mom.
Agatha, yeah, that was crazy. And she's like, because apparently the story is like Agatha gave birth to her when a time where they were trying this with the other girls and it wasn't working and nobody wanted to take the step up, but she actually had a virgin birth and was able to carry through to term.
Which is, and apparently there's like a jealousy subplot with the other witches, so that's why they wanted her dead.
Is it like to say that it's the same thing for Bridget because of the way Bridget things happen? Like she has a difficult term, but she's also is getting cursed based on Column's issues.
And that's what I'm saying.
She's having a bad birth. She's fucking eating dirt and shit.
Yeah, but she's dead. So like, is the baby deformed because she died? So they birth a zombie baby? Like, I don't get it. All I know is Audrey kills Agatha. Deirdre just fucking disappears from the movie at this point. Like, she's actually never referred to or seen again.
That is correct. She's irrelevant.
And then, like, Audrey just fucking leaves.
Yeah.
And she hitchhikes because now she goes to a guy with a vehicle. But the guy's also not driving a vehicle you would think you would see in 1973.
Yeah.
He's driving like a fucking 1920 jalopy.
Yeah, 100%. You're absolutely right. It's very confusing in terms of like what happens at the end of this movie. Also, it's just confusing on like where this coven is in general because there's so many people involved in it and you don't see them until the covenant happens and the rituals happen. You never see them. Where are they?
Well, so yeah, do they just live in the woods?
Do they come from fucking Maryland?
And that's like the thing with the witch. Like the witch had the coven in the woods, but it was like established they were kind of in the woods.
Yes.
This like it's like more grounded, but not. I don't know, man. It's just all I know is the movie ends with Bridget giving birth to God knows what.
Bridget is so like. Could you think of a character that is so undeserving of the stuff that happens to her in any movie you've ever seen?
She's so innocent in this entire movie.
She literally is basically spellbound to have a demon baby. She just had her baby get killed due to pestilence. Yeah. She's out here eating dirt, getting lesions, breaking bones, all of this stuff, and is completely innocent of doing any wrongdoing. No slapping, no nothing.
No. And Combe is perfectly fine after all of this.
Yeah.
Other than the emotional damage he suffered, but like...
I'm also going to argue that his character was relatively... I mean, yes, he slapped a woman.
But she deserved it. She's a witch.
She's a witch. Very confirmed. And I would argue that it shouldn't happen to him either.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not like one of those movies where it's like, oh, is she a witch? Is she not? Is the town like doing like a burn at the stake on an innocent person? It's like established 15 minutes into the movie. They be witches.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too? Because like the priest is also, the townspeople are a little rowdy because their people are dying, but Seamus is very nice to Agatha.
Yes.
Very nice. Doesn't like breaks up the fight between his son and her, like when he slapped her, like make sure that she's safe over there. Even the investigation, I would say, like he doesn't really do anything to. Of course, he gets possessed by the cult and he starts drinking blood. But yeah, he's like very favorable towards her. So they're just not good.
No, they're terrible people. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, that's Agatha is killed. Audrey is taking the jalopy to Richmond to go shop at the Publix. I had to bring it up one more time. Combe and Bridget are tormented one more time with a demon baby. And Deirdre is just not in the movie. So that's like the end storyline to all of these characters. And yeah, I mean, acting good, cinematography good, the fucking editing good, all that's good, but the story.
I need to talk more about the ending.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can continue.
Go. I mean,
you're in your review already.
Yeah, I honestly I didn't know what else to say about the ending. I'll let you talk about it in your review because I'm done.
Okay.
The movie's a 4.
A 4. Okay. Yeah. He's giving it a 4.
Oh, you can do your ending thing.
No, I just wanted to talk more about the ending because, like, they left it up to so much interpretation. So now it's like, I understand it's like one of those things where they've dealt with so much, right? The witches, they probably have been dealt with pestilence, and this is their way to like kind of rise above the issues that they're dealing with and live a nice life in this, famine and all this stuff. I get that. And Audrey's in the middle of like coming into this world and having to deal with it. So now like at the end of this film, she rises above it, right? She kills all these people. She's clearly like demonic. She's just going to spread this to other places. And is there going to be a subsequent other witch born from Bridget? Is this related to that witch or not? I don't know. I'm assuming that this is either a creature or related to the witch. You don't know what it is because they don't show you what the creature is, only that it had the Rosemary's Baby thing of like being just like very quote unquote like scary. You don't know if it's demonic or whatever. But in any case, it is it's totally left up into interpretation. So she's just going to go state to state and either be more of a demon. Is this still going to be 1973? Is it going to be more modern? I have no idea what it's going to look like because now you have to think they're still in modern times.
Yeah. Shit makes no sense. And that was my biggest issue. It's why I can't give this movie a better rating. At the end of the day, none of it made sense.
Yeah.
So honestly, you could just give your rating. We'll go out of order this time. We'll do Mike last.
I mean, I agree with you. For me, it's like a really low 5. I give it a 5.
Okay.
Low 5, but almost a 4. I mean, like I was teetering because I liked the movie. Really, I did up until, like 15 minutes at the end of the movie. It kind of got nonsensical. But I would agree the timeline is the worst part of this movie because it makes zero sense. They could have just predated this movie about 350 years and it would have been the same result but better because it would have made more sense. There would have been no modern medicine, no vaccines, no real fight against the issues.
It's just the fact that they refused to do. They just let each other die rather than just going and solving their like.
Right. So are these people technically Amish?
Kind of.
Amish-like. I mean, like, because they're like rejecting all modern technology, electricity.
Because like the Amish at least let people into their community. Like you could go to an Amish town and they're not gonna like fucking shun you or anything. Like this is just weird.
They made it very clear that this is like a separatist group from like Ireland, but like so they come to a new place and they just truly like. And it means that you're coming from Ireland. They don't tell you. Do they tell you how long ago they came from Ireland?
No.
They just say that they got here in like the late 1800s.
Yeah.
And then like Agatha had her in 1956.
56, yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, they're truly living in older times.
Yeah.
Like this is like
despite it being 1973.
This is like going to a historical village is what it looks like.
Rolling Stones is at the height of their popularity right now and they can barely fucking do anything.
100%.
It's so stupid.
1973, Don't Look Now just came out.
Yeah.
You could probably watch MTV.
Yeah.
If they went into a town.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's stupid. Mike, what's your number? Or review for that matter.
It's almost pointless in regurgitating what I said earlier because it's all the same. This movie is fine, but it's also
horrendous.
Not fine.
Yeah.
And I'm in like a sticky wicket here because I picked this movie and clearly I'm brilliant and I'm a great guy.
Yes. No, I'm saying you're wrong. You're not. So give us a number.
Dude, this movie's so fucking dumb, but it's also kind of good. It's a 5.
Fair.
A lucky I'm giving it a 5.
Okay. Matt.
Would I ever watch this thing again? No.
Yeah, fair.
God, no. Keep it away from me. Matt?
Yeah.
So look,
Matthew?
really quick before I'm just like when watching this, she calls him Seamus. Like, would you call your
because you wouldn't. You would call him by his actual. You would call him father or dad
or Herschel?
Yeah, Walker. Go.
Whoa.
4.
Okay.
4.
Yes. 4, 4, 5, 5. I don't know why I sang it.
Because you really want to be at a Publix right now?
Mm-hmm. I do. I guess best death of the movie goes to.
I will say though, I like the guy, the guy that played Colm.
He's good, dude. The acting's fine. There's not. I actually like Audrey, Agatha, Colm, Father, Deirdre. They're all good.
Dear Baird.
Baird.
They're all good. There's nothing wrong with a single actor. I actually think they all did a great job. It's just the movie as a whole is bad.
And at like almost every point in this movie, I'm like, fuck, this movie looks really good.
Yeah, it's a fucking confusing movie, man.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go with the Agatha stab, I think, as my necro kill. It was satisfying to see her go.
I gotta go with, for me, yeah, for sure. Did you have sympathy for her character or no?
No.
Yeah, because at the end, like, she tries to reel Audrey in I think there's a point where they try to make her a sympathetic character, but
it's impossible.
It's just really hard to. I am going to go with the family of Lachlan.
Okay.
Because that whole scene was crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with Brian more.
Okay. So the Lachlan family, you guys didn't deserve what happened to you. Lachlan was a bad father.
100%. I almost hate this death because that was so terrible.
Like, he easily could have done anything else other than poisoning you. You guys weren't sick. You guys weren't on death's door. You probably had another good couple of months to figure this shit out. And Lachlan's just like, I'm going to take the easy way out and murder my family, but not myself. It just more so seems like he was more upset that he was burdened with having to take care of his family than anything else.
You know how you solve that? Don't have a family.
Well, no, it's just, or just divorce your life and let them do it on their own. You don't have to fucking kill them.
100%. I know, back in the older times, pre-1973, family unit was very important. People don't like getting separated, but then you should be going with them. The fact that you took them out and didn't do anything for yourself,
coward,
is so cowardly.
Coward. Yeah. So, welcome to the Necronomicon. Hopefully, you burn in hell, Lachlan.
Not his family. Hopefully,
it's fine, and they're being taken care of by the other nice people we put in the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
So, with that said, things can only get better next week, right?
I hope so.
Do you want to hear my rewrite?
Oh wait, he's rewrite. That's right. He had a rewrite.
I see what your face is doing, and do me a favor, and keep your opinions wherever the fuck, and let me do my thing. Matt, hit the rewrite button. So Audrey Earnshaw, she's been shielded from the world in her little, what did I call it before? A container?
Yeah.
In her container.
For 17 hot years, as you would describe them, because she'd be in high school.
True.
Now, in my rewrite, she, leaves her container one day, goes to take a nice woods piss, a piss in the woods.
Okay.
She finds a nice boy of her age, and instead of tormenting the backwoods of Virginia, she falls in love, and the power of love kills the witch in her.
Okay.
And she goes on to live a long, prosperous life.
That would be an epic movie, actually.
In Mykonos, Greece?
Yeah, they become influencers.
They become influencers and
swim in the blue
Greece.
ass water of Greece.
Okay, I mean, it's better than the movie.
And then the movie's not called The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw. It's called The Healing of Audrey Earnshaw.
It's the redemption.
The redemption of Audrey Earnshaw.
I just call it The Container. Either one.
I don't like the container.
But then when she's in Greece, she gets her hands on a doll. And the doll is a puppet doll.
Named Robert?
Named Robert the doll. Oh. And then the curse starts over again.
Yes, old Bobby.
Good old Bob.
He's the best.
I love that guy.
Yeah, old Bob.
Fucking scene is brutal.
It's a brutal scene.
It's the only really good scene in the movie.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because next week, there won't be a good scene. Next week, we're reviewing the CM Punk Phil Brooks classic.
We're going to make sure to get out our power tools in this one.
The Girl on the Third Floor. So, with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week, where we stick as many marbles as we can in Mike's mouth.
Ooh.
Of course. We are so excited. Is this CM Punk's first movie?
Might be.
Probably
Okay,
his
well,
last.
First and only.
Wow. Okay. Make sure to follow us every Monday. New episode, new horror movie reviews. Please subscribe on the YouTube. And you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. See you next week, folks.
Audrey Earnshaw.
Da, 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 da.